Some call it a hidden treasure at the University of Denver. Others call it a vital source for understanding the conflicts in the Middle East. Some thank God we have a campus with a fair and balanced approach to the study of Israel. And then there are those who ask, really? I didn't know there was such a place in Denver. Our answer to that? Well, there is such a place. Let us tell you about it. ISIME. It is the Institute for the Study of Israel in the Middle East, and it has the privilege of being a part of the University of Denver's Graduate School of International Studies, a program that enjoys a national reputation of excellence. In fact, GSIS is known as one of the best schools in the world, preparing graduates who will lead tomorrow's world, hopefully a more peaceful world. Led by the distinguished Dean Thomas Ferrer, the School of International Studies benefits from having ISIME on campus.
I see ISIME, and I think all of those associated with it, the members of its board and its successive directors, have seen it as an instrument to promote peace in the Middle East. And therefore, our students who are interested in international affairs, they need to know what the circumstances are, the roads that lead to peace, and the roads that lead to continuation or acceleration of the violence.
The Dean's advocacy for human rights and peaceful coexistence is shared by the chairman of the board, who created the Institute at the request of former Chancellor Dan Ritchie. These visionaries created the Institute to not only teach the history of Israel in the Middle East, but to ultimately find solutions to the conflicts that have ravaged that part of the world for decades.
And I can't begin to tell you the deep feeling I have when I land at Ben Gurion Airport, the sadness I feel when I leave Ben Gurion Airport, because Israel represents what we're about as a people, not only the Jewish people, but all people, taking in and caring for people no matter where they're from, race, religion, color. They are harbored well in Israel.
ISIME prides itself on hosting speakers of different nationalities and faiths. Students are fortunate to be taught by Israelis and Arabs, Jews, Christians, Muslims, who all agree to disagree in civil discourse and with mutual respect.
Most important, of course, are the college students at all levels, the undergraduate and the graduate levels, the leaders of the future, which will have, thanks to our efforts, a better understanding of the Middle East. But I was amazed to find how much interest there is in the community at large for information about these complex issues, and that's why we open the Institute and our events to the public.
And ISIME has really been outstanding in bringing to the school, to the campus, and to the wider community an array of speakers and workshops and conferences of a very high quality.
ISIME is fortunate to have extraordinary leadership, people who care deeply about pursuing peace for future generations.
I think that we have to do everything possible to help them live in peace. That's with the American government, that is with agencies that support Israelis, and it comes with ISIME, because ISIME is one of those forward visionary organizations that knows there's going to have to be some risks attached to making peace.
It was when I visited maybe one of the children's centers in Loud. I took a look at the little ones walking around, and I said, that's the future. There is future in Israel, and there is future for all of us in terms of how we blend our efforts and our history together, our cultures. And you don't need to be Jewish to love and appreciate the country.
Professor Shaul Gabay has spearheaded ISIME for more than 5 years. He's recognized in Denver for his local and national television appearances, as well as his expertise on Middle East affairs. As an Israeli, Professor Gabay keeps abreast of the news from his homeland. As a scholar, he provides insightful analysis, interweaving current events with centuries of historical and cultural factors, never losing sight of the big picture.
The big picture is peace. I grew up in Israel in the north part of Tel Aviv, before the first Intifada. Palestinians and Israelis, Arabs and Jews lived in peace. They went to restaurants together, they had business relationships together, they lived in peace because at the end, at the fundamental level of the basics of human beings, they want the same. They want peace for their children.
It's that pursuit of peace that drives the professor to build bridges internationally, making ISIME a well-known entity among those pursuing peace and seeking solutions for Israel in the Middle East.
During my tenure as ambassador of Israel in the United States, I visited many campuses, and never did I feel more secure and better than in ISIME. So what ISIME does is really brings objectivity into this matter, and this is why it is so unique and it's so important in the short run and in the long run as well to the strategic alliance between Israel and the United States.
I think the worst thing that can happen to us, Israelis and Palestinians here, is that the world will forget about us. This will be the end of the world for us. So such an institute like ISIME, who is doing such a superb work in research, in studying, in bringing people together, in educating people, giving them the knowledge and the understanding of what's going on in the region, for us it's vital. You know, Shaul, when I came to ISIME and I was your guest at the Denver University, I saw this place, the ISIME, I saw the activities, and I thought one thing: why we don't have more ISIMEs like that in other places, in other universities?
We have listened to the need for expansion. Currently, branches of ISIME are being developed at the University of Colorado in Boulder, and our first international office opens north of Tel Aviv this fall.
Only through ISIME I'm able to achieve and to advance what I believe in. Because I believe in bringing people closer together. I believe that everybody can talk to everybody else. I believe that hatred is something that is happening when people don't know each other. I believe that once people know each other on a personal basis, the hate is taken away because demonization doesn't exist anymore.
I want to do all I can to see that ISIME is expanded to other universities, to other campuses besides Denver and the University of Colorado, because it does make a difference. And if we could spread it around the country, that impact would be monumental.
ISIME is committed and is launching a $5 million endowment campaign. Legacy gifts will ensure that the Institute for the Study of Israel in the Middle East will continue in Denver, in Colorado, and beyond.
We have to be models of peace. And through people, with all the resources that we have, everyone can make a contribution. And it's not always about lots of money. It's more about lots of heart and lots of brains.
Hopefully, with solid financial stability and with lots of heart and intelligence, Israel and its neighbors will someday have a new history, a time to enjoy peace, security, and prosperity for everyone living in the region. Yes, it's a lofty goal for sure, but in the hands of people like you who care about Israel, who pray for peace, and who believe that our purpose here on earth is to bring peace to Israel and all the children of the world, it's the right thing to do. So please join us. Be our partner for peace.